Hey, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to another video. There's some big moves in the NFL regarding the draft. First one being the Dolphins are trading the number 3 overall pick to the Niners for the number 12th pick, a 2021 third rounder, and first rounders in 2022 and 2023. And then soon after, the Eagles trade number 6 pick and number 156 pick to the Dolphins for number 12 and number 123 and a first rounder in 2022. So the net gain for the Dolphins here is that they essentially got a 2021 third round pick and a 2023 first round pick to move down from number 3 overall to number 6 overall. And so we're going to talk about what this means for us, the Texans, and like Deshaun Watson trade. So what do y'all think?
So the Dolphins now have 6 first-round picks in the next 3 years, and a Deshaun Watson trade would probably be looking like 4 first-round picks, what everybody originally thought. But what if the Dolphins offered us 6 first-round picks in the next 3 years? What do you guys think about that?
That would be crazy. That would be a massive win for us on our end. But I doubt Miami does it. The max I see them giving is maybe 5, 6. I mean, that would be like a king's ransom. That's the definition of a king's ransom right there.
To clarify, so they got 6 picks by trading with the Niners, but then they lost one of those first round picks by trading to the Eagles, obviously, because when they traded with the Niners, they were now the 12th pick overall, and then to move from 12 to 6, they had to give up a first round pick. So they actually got 5. So they now have 5 first rounders. And so I think that they may trade 5 picks, 5 first round picks. But I think like the ideal situation for us would be trading with the Dolphins, Deshaun Watson to the Dolphins. We get 4 first rounders back, 2 second rounders, and then maybe Tua Tagavailoa, and then maybe like some guy like Christian Wilkins. I think that is a very solid trade. Obviously, you get a lot of draft capital back, which is definitely what you need for a rebuilding team. You're trading your best player, a top 3 QB in the league. So obviously, we're gonna get a haul. So that's what I think is a potential Deshaun Watson trade, in my opinion.
So yeah, I think the Dolphins are absolutely the number 1 candidate to get Deshaun Watson right now. They seem very, very interested. Remember, they signed Will Fuller. Will Fuller actually kind of had the intention of wanting to play with Deshaun Watson again. So he figured, okay, I'll go to the Dolphins, and the Dolphins obviously told him, yeah, we have interest in Deshaun Watson. So Will Fuller is expecting Deshaun Watson to be his quarterback right now. And from the Texans' point of view, that's going to be Tua Tagavailoa as our next quarterback, depending on if we get the trade or not, which really isn't bad because Tua has a lot of potential. You saw him play Alabama. He was amazing at Alabama with all those weapons there. And with all the picks the Texans would get, maybe 5 first-round picks, maybe just 4 first-round picks, a couple of second rounds, Tua's going to have talent around him. I would look for the Texans with those picks, get another talent like Kyle Pitts, Jalen Waddle, Devonta Smith, and Jamar Chase, like we did in our previous mock draft. Make sure to check that video out. But this team's going to be really talented with all those picks. It's going to be something that we really have never seen before. I would be really excited with the potential of that trade.
Yeah, if that trade were to go down with Miami, with either the 4 or 5 first-round picks and with Tua Tagavailoa, it would be a very exciting draft season for Texans fans. There would be a ton of mock drafts. Everybody would be hyped for the draft. Because as of right now, with what do we have? I think it's the 67th pick. That's our highest pick as of right now. It's not really much excitement in the air. But trading Deshaun Watson, getting 4, possibly 5 first-round picks, that will bring an excitement level to an all-time high. I've already seen some fans who love the idea of trading Deshaun for that. In my opinion, I think it would be probably a solid, fair trade. 4 first-round picks. That's crazy for a player. But yeah.
Okay, so another little tidbit on Tua Tagovailoa, and this is from Nick Caserio. Nick Caserio loved Tua coming out of the draft, but he didn't have a shot at him with the Patriots. So the idea of bringing Tua to the Texans obviously excites Nick Caserio, having a quarterback that wants to play for him and a quarterback that he believes in because he's one of the guys that you want to pick in the draft.
Yeah, I definitely think that's an interesting aspect there to really consider, because Tua, I think that is the vision there. Like, because you won't get like a solid QB. There is like some people reporting that the first 4 picks could be all QBs, like possibly with Trevor Lawrence going 1, you got Wilson going 2, you got maybe Fields or Lance going 3, and then 3 or 4. You know, like that's a potential possibility. So obviously, if we get the 6th pick, it wouldn't it would probably be like mean that we get a weapon for Tua to throw to, and then you'll have like a lot of options available, like you mentioned earlier. I think one thing what's funny is that how the Dolphins finesse so many first round picks for just Laramie Tunsil. It's just insane. Like the Miami's GM Chris Greer is absolutely like he should get executive of the year or he deserves some award for whatever he did, but finessing us that badly. But yeah, I think that would be. I mean, Dolphins seems like the only team here that actually has the capital to get Deshaun Watson.
Okay, so yeah, another thing about that is the Niners have pretty much committed to Jimmy Garoppolo as their quarterback. He has a no trade clause in 2021, but it expires in 2022. And since the 49ers traded up to the number 3 pick, I've heard a lot of chatter about Trey Lance going number 3 and staying behind Jimmy Garoppolo. So the teams, other than the Dolphins, not really looking like there's much there. But the Dolphins, they seem very, very interested in Deshaun Watson, and they have the picks to do it. Another benefit for the Dolphins is even if they don't trade all 5 picks, they still have a first-round pick. They literally will still have the picks to build this team and have Deshaun Watson on their team and Will Fuller. And that team's going to be really, really good. So the trade, I think, would be a win for both teams. The Dolphins would get Deshaun Watson, a top 3 quarterback, top number 2, in my opinion, behind Patrick Mahomes. And the Texans would get Tua Tagavailoa, quarterback got a lot of potential. Going to be working with Pep Hamilton, Tim Kelly, and David Coley. And the Texans are going to be able to build a roster with Nick Caserio having full control with lots of draft picks.
Yeah, and then going back to what you said about Nick Caserio liking Tua out of the draft, maybe it wouldn't be a crazy thing to think that Nick's kind of been building this offense in expectations that he's going to trade for Tua or get Tua in the Deshaun trade, because like a power-heavy run team. And then I know Tua, he excels off of play action, and he loves to throw those deep balls. So maybe he's going to strive off of play actions, off of a heavy run scheme or something like that. So maybe that's something else to watch out for, I guess.
Yeah, actually, I do agree with that, because the Texans have a hole at receiver number 2. So what is Nick Caserio planning to do there? Maybe he's planning to use his first pick in the draft on a wide receiver. He's going to need one of those picks from the Dolphins to do that.
Yeah, and hopefully all these allegations surrounding Deshaun don't really tank his value, because of look at all the possibilities of trade package we can get from the Dolphins. So hopefully that doesn't affect it. But I just want to ask y'all a hypothetical. Like, say if we do get Tua and that dream draft package, where do you see the Texans ending up, like season-wise? Do they make the playoffs or not?
No, I don't think they make the playoffs whatsoever. I think you still have the Colts and the Titans running on their last wheels. The next 2 years are really going to be the years for the Colts and Titans, and then the Texans, Jaguars, or Trevor Lawrence. That's going to be their time to shine. But the Texans are going to be building a roster. The defense has scheme fits, but not necessarily the most talent. So there's some question marks there on how they'll play. And then the offense is going to be very, very new, running a different scheme, new quarterback, new receivers, new running backs, 2 new offensive linemen. It's going to be hard to put everything together and make it to the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree with Drew. I don't think we're going to make the playoffs. I could see us maybe going at best 6-11. It's going to be more of like a developmental year. I mean, basically last year, Tua was pretty much, or this year, Tua was pretty much going to still be a rookie, because last year was kind of like he played, but like it wasn't him at his top. I remember that he was still hurt, I think, or something like that. So this year, Tua is still kind of going to be the rookie in some sense. So yeah, I don't really see us being that good.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of see the Texans as kind of like the Browns of last year, obviously with not as good of a defense. But I feel like offense-wise, like Baker was kind of that field general, like game manager. I feel like Tua will have the same kind of role. And they also, Browns had a strong rushing attack. Texans will have a strong rushing attack with Ingram, Johnson, Phil Lindsay. So I feel like they could have a potential. Obviously, they might not win as many, like 11 games like the Browns did or whatnot. But I feel like the ceiling, if everything works out right, they could win like at least 8 games if everything works perfectly to plan. But obviously everything won't, so I think I'll have to agree with some of y'all predictions there. But honestly, there is potential there, but I'm just being a little optimistic. But that's what I think. But any final thoughts on all these trades for picks?
Like you said, you had a lot of optimism. I love that. I think it's gonna be really, really exciting. Texans will still be competitive, regardless of who they have at quarterback. If they make the trade, if they don't make the trade, if Deshaun Watson holds out, we have Tyrod Taylor. There's nothing wrong with that. We'll still be competitive. I would absolutely love to see this trade happen. But the Texans, they have a bright future no matter really what happens. I'm really excited for the future of the Houston Texans.
Yeah, the future is going to be very exciting. I'm excited to see what the future holds for this team, the draft picks that we get, like who are the players going to be, and just different stuff like that. So, yeah, it's going to be a very exciting next month, pretty much, until the draft to see what happens, see what trades happen, and all of that.
Yeah, and I definitely think that Nick Caserio will get a haul for Deshaun Watson. I mean, this can arguably be like the biggest trade in NFL history, like more than the Herschel Walker trade or whatnot. So, but anyways, that's going to be it for the video. Let us know your thoughts are on this situation of where Deshaun Watson is going to be traded. What will he be traded for? And as always, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Thank you all for watching. Peace.